What if the change you've been waiting for isn't far away, but just around the corner? What if every delay you faced was not a punishment, but a quiet preparation for something greater? Libra, you felt the silence. You've noticed the shift. It's like the air has changed, like something is moving, even though everything still looks the same. That's because a door is opening, not one you can touch with your hands, but one your soul already feels. This is not an ordinary moment. It's sacred, it's timed, and it's meant just for you. The energy around you is changing, and it's not loud, it's calm. It's like a soft whisper from the universe saying, "Get ready." This shift is not chaos, it's alignment, not destruction but divine timing. Something is unfolding in your favor, quietly, gracefully, perfectly. So stay with me until the very end of this message, because by the time we reach the final words, you won't just understand what's coming, you'll feel it moving inside your spirit. The door is opening, and it has your name written on it. The weight you've carried has not been wasted. You've carried more than anyone truly knows. You've smiled through pain. You've stayed calm when your heart wanted to scream. You've tried to make others feel safe, even when you felt unsure inside yourself. Libra, your strength doesn't shout. It doesn't need to, because it speaks through your actions, through the love you give, through the peace you offer, even when no one returns it. There were nights when you felt lost. When you looked up and asked, "Why am I going through this?" You gave so much. But sometimes it felt like no one noticed. But something did. The universe did. It watched. It remembered every moment you stayed kind when it was hard. Every time you kept giving when your heart was tired. Every tear you wiped away in silence. None of it was wasted. Now a shift is taking place. Not as a reward, but as a return. The energy you gave so freely, it didn't disappear. It was stored, held by something greater. And now it's coming back to you. Not all at once, but in ways that will feel warm, right, and beautifully timed. This is your season of restoration, not because life suddenly got easier, but because you've grown stronger. The weight made you wiser, the pain made you deeper, and now your spirit is ready for what's next. The stillness was preparation, not punishment. Lately, things may have felt slower. People you once spoke to every day may have gone quiet. Plans that used to excite you might not move forward the way you hoped, and emotionally, you might feel like you're standing still, stuck in a space between who you were and who you are becoming. But Libra, this silence is not here to harm you. It's not here to punish you. It's here to prepare you. Sometimes before a major blessing arrives, the universe removes distractions. It gently closes doors that no longer lead anywhere. It softens the noise so that your soul can hear what truly matters. Think about the moments just before sunrise. The sky is still dark, the world is quiet, but light is already on its way. That's where you are, in that in-between space. It may feel confusing, even lonely, but it is filled with meaning. You are not being forgotten. You are being refined. You are being shaped into the version of yourself that can hold the blessing that's coming. This stillness is making room, not for old patterns, but for new beginnings. Not for what already left, but for what is meant to remain and grow with you. The emptiness you feel now is the sacred space where something beautiful will be planted. And when the time is right, it will bloom, not in chaos, but in calm. Stay steady, because the stillness has a purpose. And it's preparing the path for something worth waiting for. A shift in the heart, healing that comes without warning. Libra, something is quietly changing inside you. Not loudly, not all at once, but slowly, gently, your heart is shifting. You're starting to feel different about the things you used to hold on to so tightly. The pain, the memories, the expectations, they're not as heavy as they used to be. Not because you forgot, but because you're learning how to release without needing every answer. You no longer feel the need to chase explanations. You're not waiting for people to return with apologies. You're beginning to accept that some things ended because something else needs to begin. And that, Libra, is a sign of inner strength. It's not giving up, it's growing up. Your soul is maturing. You are no longer running after things that drain your peace. You are choosing to wait for what matches your spirit. This quiet transformation inside you, it's sacred, it's personal, and it's powerful. You may not realize it, but your energy is changing. You are no longer the same version of yourself that once begged to be seen or feared being left behind. Now you are trusting, you are allowing, you are surrendering. That's what healing looks like. Not loud victories, but soft shifts. And as you make space inside your heart, you are creating room for something higher, something more aligned, something that doesn't need to be forced to stay. This new door won't need to be unlocked with effort. It will open on its own because your spirit is finally ready to walk through it, free, whole, and deeply, beautifully aware. The people walking away are making space for alignment. Yes, people have left your life, some quietly, some suddenly, and some without a single word of goodbye. It hurt because you care deeply. You notice every small change. You remember the details, the promises, the energy. And when it fades, you feel it deep in your heart. You replay the conversations in your mind. You wonder if you said something wrong. You ask yourself what you could have done differently. But Libra, what if their leaving wasn't about your mistakes? What if it was about your growth? Sometimes the universe moves people out of your life, not to break you, but to prepare you. Because where you're going next, not everyone can follow. Not everyone is meant to stay. You are being aligned with something higher. And to rise, you must travel light. The people who walked away, they created space. Space for peace, space for truth, space for real connection. Their exit is not a failure, it's guidance. You are stepping into a new chapter. And this chapter requires people who understand you, who match your energy, who grow with you instead of holding you back. This shift in your circle, it's not chaos, it's clarity. You're not losing people, you're losing what was not in tune with your next level. So let the door close, gently, without anger, without fear, because another door, quiet and golden, is unlocking just ahead. And this time the people behind it will not make you question your worth. They'll remind you of it. Divine timing is at work, even when you feel forgotten. You may be asking, why now? Why is everything shifting just when you are learning to live with how things were? Because divine timing doesn't wait for things to feel safe. It moves when your soul begins to soften. And lately, something in you has softened. You've stopped forcing the plan. You've let go of chasing what never felt secure. You've grown tired of trying to hold things together that weren't meant to stay. This isn't giving up, it's giving in, to flow, to trust, to inner stillness. You've started saying quietly to yourself, if it's right for me, let it come with ease. If it's not, let it fall away without pain. That shift inside you, that quiet acceptance, that's what divine timing waits for. And now, it's responding. Not with noise or chaos, but with gentle change, with soft turns in your path that suddenly make more sense than before. This is the spiritual shift you're feeling. It's not random, it's alignment unfolding in perfect rhythm. Not when you begged for it, but when your spirit was finally ready to receive. Signs you're being pulled towards something greater. Libra, something inside you is shifting. You may not be able to explain it, but you can feel it. You feel more emotional than usual, not because you're weak, but because your spirit is becoming more open, more aware. You notice small things more deeply, the way light filters through a window, the way a certain song brings tears to your eyes. Old memories are coming back, not to hurt you, but to remind you of how far you've come. These changes in your feelings, they're not random. They are signals, whispers from the universe. They're telling you to pay attention, to be still, to notice what you've been ignoring. You might start feeling calm in places that once made you anxious. You'll sense peace where there used to be pressure. Things that felt stuck may suddenly begin to move. Doors that once seemed locked may quietly open, not because you forced them, but because the time is finally right. You may begin thinking about people you haven't seen in years, places you once dreamed of, ideas you once let go of because life got busy or hard. Now those thoughts are returning, because they are part of the path ahead. These are not coincidences, they are signs, clues meant just for you. Breadcrumbs placed along the way. Follow them. Let them lead you. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You only need to trust that what you feel is real. Your soul is not confused. It's calling you forward, towards something bigger, something more aligned, something that was always waiting for you. You just had to grow into it. And now you are ready to follow the pull. Walk through the door without fear. Libra, the door is opening, and when it does, don't pause. Don't second-guess yourself. Don't look back at what made you feel unworthy at what made you doubt your own light. This is not a moment to shrink. This is a moment to rise. This isn't about being completely ready, it's about being willing. You don't have to be without fear. The universe doesn't expect you to be perfect or certain. It only asks for one thing, that you move forward, even if your hands shake. That you step onto the path, even if you can't see where it ends. Bravery doesn't mean the fear disappears. It means the fear doesn't stop you. This shift you're experiencing, it's not only about the new things entering your life, it's about the version of you who's finally strong enough to receive them. It's about growth. It's about courage. It's about trusting that you are no longer the person who needed to be saved. You are now someone who walks with quiet power. You no longer need to wait for signs to feel guided, because now, you are the sign. Your soul knows what's next. Libra. The door you've been sensing in your spirit, it's not far away. It's near. Closer than it's ever been. You don't need to force it open. You don't need to chase it. You only need to stay in alignment with your truth. Stay surrendered to the journey. Stay connected to what brings you peace. And when the moment comes, when that door gently opens, walk through it with quiet confidence. No rush, no fear, just faith. You've carried so much. You've loved deeply. You've given when no one noticed. And now, it's your season to receive. This is not a gift of luck. It's not a random blessing. It is a return of everything you gave in silence. A return for all the times you stayed kind, even when you felt unseen. May every step ahead be guided. May every door that opens lead you closer to peace. And above all, may your heart remain open enough to welcome what's already yours. If this message touched your heart, take it as confirmation. Subscribe, stay close. Your spiritual journey has only just begun, and the best chapters are still ahead.